you're doing something, you're on your road to something, and then something over here catches your eye, or it's another opportunity, and another opportunity, and this will be faster, this will be bigger, this will be bigger, and then all of a sudden you lose your focus, and where do you got now? Nothing, right? This is how I definitely overcame the shiny object syndrome, which I had as a disease. I was living in Florida. For those of you who know my story, I had tried several different businesses, always looking for the right vehicle, thinking if I got in the right vehicle, I'm going to get rich. If I, and because if it's working for somebody else, it's going to work for me. Of course, made sense. And so I was involved in one business. It was doing okay, not great. In those days, making $600-700 a week was a lot of money. So I was making $600-700 a week with it, doing okay, not great. But I was out on the road doing, going to from location to location, trying to get them to take on my line here. And then a guy comes up to me and says, you're out on the road anyway. Look at these watches. I have these watches. They just came in from China. They're about 1/10 of the price of normal, the same kind of watch here. You should take these. You're already on the road. Take these and go to the jewelry stores. And I went, sounds like a good idea. I should do that. So, I sign an agreement, I buy stock, and now I'm in another business, a second business. And I'm also thinking because what if my first one doesn't do so good? I could make a lot more. And plus I have this backstop. The first one doesn't do good, I can fall back on this one. Has anybody ever done that, right? Yes, we all do that, right? So I do that. And I'm not really making any more money, but I got this backstop, I'm okay. Another guy comes up to me about a month later with a t-shirt line. He says, you're already out on the road. Look at these things, hats, t-shirts, or novelty type things. I'm thinking, my mindset is the more the merrier. I should get involved. So literally then a fourth thing happened. It was a coupon book, yada, yada, yada. Make a long story short, I was making $600-700 a week. And I was doing decent. I could pay my rent. I was eating a little bit more in those days. And guess what happened? I wasn't making anything. I was making nothing, like zero. I was going underwater every week. Now, with one line, I was making a few hundred. With 4 lines, with 4 businesses, they're all separate businesses, even though I was making nothing. I was going broke. I'm going, how could this happen? I don't get it. I should be making more. 4 means more, not less. And plus, I should obviously. Well, I didn't know. I just thought more was better. But I didn't understand the power of focus. Now I understand. See, I have a completely different set of beliefs. Why? Because that didn't work. You understand that? That didn't work for me. I was freaking broke again. And so I said, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit. I can't handle this anymore. So we'll get into the whole story, but I ended up getting involved in the home fitness. The first person in the world to start a chain of home retail fitness stores, retail home fitness stores, and exercise equipment for the home, and a chain of them. And when I first started that, I borrowed $2,000 on my credit card, and I said to myself, and I said to everyone who was listening, all my friends, I said, I'm going to look you in the eye, I'm going to swear to you right now that I'm going to focus, because I never did it before, 1,000% on this single business and not let anything else interfere with me, okay? And either with this business, I become a millionaire or I go freaking bankrupt. One or the other, that's it. I'll keep going until I'm rich or bankrupt. Nothing in between. Now, of course, I got rich, so thank God for that. But I realized I got rich because of the power of focus. And yes, there were all kinds of other opportunities coming to me while I was in the flow of it, right? And going, so I had exercise equipment store. People would come and say, well, why don't you take on the distributorship of this rowing machine? This is the first one in the country. You could have the whole thing. And I'm thinking, that means I got to start traveling out there. No, I'm not going to do that. But you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on this opportunity. Yeah, I understand that, but been there, done that, not doing it. No, you don't understand. Okay, I understand. Just leave. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I made a promise to myself. I'm gonna focus on this thing only. Sorry, that's it. And so how do you get rid of the whole shiny syndrome object? You see the pain of it. You see the pain of it, and you see the joy and the success of focus. You see, here's what I say to people all the time. You go, how many, let me ask you a question. Be honest with me. Don't give me a word here that like you think I want to hear, okay? And no bullshit, no woo-woo, no motivational here, okay? How many of you think business success, being highly successful in money and in business is easy? No, and you don't create easy. You can do that, but in general, the element of going from this much money to this much money and taking a business from nothing and making it high, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's hard. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of, sometimes struggle, yes or yes, right? So it's not easy. Now here's the thing. Do you realize if it's not going to be easy, how much of your focus is it going to take? How much? It takes 1,000% of all of your energy and focus to be successful in one business, in one arena, in one opportunity, yes or yes, let alone dividing that up into a bit here, a bit there, a bit this, scattering your energies. I know it doesn't work. That's why I don't have a problem believing it. So when someone's asked the question is, how do you control the shiny object syndrome and focus on one thing? It's because I know the pain of the shiny object syndrome. The thing sucks, it doesn't work. You go, wait a minute. What about multiple streams of income? Okay, big boo-boo, big myth, big mistakes, okay? You're not, because we're talking about, people talk about, oh, I want to be in this business and this business and that business and this business and this business and do this and do that and part-time this and part, you're broke. You're broke, you're broke, you'll always be broke. You're broke forever. Harv, how about multiple streams of income? You're missing a word. If you want it to succeed, it's got to be, listen, write this down now. You ready? Multiple streams of passive income. That's what you're looking for. Write it down. Multiple streams of what? Passive income. See, that you can handle. That you can handle. Multiple streams of active income just means you're freaking busier than hell. You're scattering your energies and you'll never succeed in any of them. Period, over and out. People go, but I want to be, I want to invest in real estate and I have my business. Great. Make sure the real estate investments are primarily passive. If it takes time and money away from your main business, you're going to be screwed. You're going to be screwed. You don't have to believe me. Just go ahead and go for it. See what happens. Teach me. Teach all of us how to do it. Because you know what? There's nobody ever in the world of wealthy business people that ever made it in more than one business. They all started with one business. Orville Redenbacher started with what? Freaking popcorn. Not popcorn and furniture and landscaping. I'm sorry. Popcorn, and more popcorn. That's it. Later, when he got rich, then he diversified into real estate and furniture companies and this company and that business. Fine, whatever. He's already rich. And it's all passive. He has other managers and other this. He doesn't have to do it anymore. And that's the way I do it. People ask me all the time, what do you invest in, all that? I do invest a lot in real estate, but you know what? I don't invest in any real estate that I manage. None, zero. And I invest, I'll be honest with you, you're my people, so I'll be honest with you, I have millions and millions and tens of millions of dollars in real estate. But I don't touch one thing. I sign an agreement. I know the company, they manage the real estate, they manage there are many investors. They've had a great track record. I'm making anywhere from 12 to 30%. I'm happy with it. It's good. I don't touch a thing. I sign a document. That's it. Then I watch checks come in. It's good. I like it. Right? I don't get involved. Okay. But people come to me all the time. We should buy that house over there. It's going for way undervalued. Then we can fix it up. Then we can do this. What do you mean we? What do you mean we? I mean, me. How much do I have to be involved? Well, you have to fund it, but who's going to hire the plumber? Well, I'm hoping that you can. No, I'm out. But we can make $100,000 in literally 5 months. I don't give a shit. I don't care. None. I don't do that shit. None. When I was heavily involved, listen closely. When I was heavily involved in training, I am now obviously, but I haven't been on stage in actually years. So I do this a lot, online stuff with Jesse and Jen and Michelle, and that's most of our business right now. But worldwide, we still have 29 countries going, but they're all leveraged. You see, I haven't been on stage in 3 years, but every single weekend, there's at least 2 or 3 countries in the world that have a course going on. And we make millions of dollars from that. But again, it's all leveraged out. But it was interesting when I would go to a place, let's say Brazil or India or any place in the world, there'd be like, 3, 4, 5,000 people in the room with me for 3 days. And every single break, people would come up to me and go, listen, I have an opportunity. It's fantastic. I've got started this business. I've got room for this. I'm looking for a person to do some consulting or be on my advisory board of this and this and get involved or blah, 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 blah. Okay. And so here's what we would do. And I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. I'm not always honest about this, but I'm honest with you and don't tell anybody this. All right. You promise? Listen closely. So we would say to people, because you don't want to say, no, we're not interested. No, we're not interested. They say, okay, write it down. Put it down, have a brochure, put it in an envelope, address it to us, yada, yada, to the company, et cetera, and we collect them. And so at the breaks, they would collect these envelopes, collect these brochures, collect these memos and these proposals, and collect. And I'm not kidding you. By the end of the seminar, I would have, I'm looking you in the eye. Can you see me? I would have somewhere between 6 inches and 12 inches high of a pile of just papers and envelopes. Sometimes 2 or 3 piles. There's 5,000 people. It'd be 3 piles like this of proposals. It'd be our partner here, consult here, do that here, speak there. Right? 3 piles. Like, I'm not kidding you. And then you know what we did with them? Didn't have the heart to do with them. I said to the people, so what do? Do we scatter or do we focus? They said, we only focus. We're in the training business. We're doing this. We're vertical, nothing else. So I said, okay, thanks. I'm going to leave the table now. And of course, you're going to want to tidy up, right? And they go, right. Okay, thank you. And I left the table. And tidying up means what? It means tidying up. It means things that you're not going to use go somewhere. And they go in the trash basket. They go in the trash basket. And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry to burst your bubble. And I don't give a. You understand that? Because I learned my lesson. Nobody and nothing takes me out of my way, out of my focus. 1,000%. That's it. No, I want to be a horse with blinkers on. You understand that? Everything that's in my arena, I'm going for. Projects in my arena. But outside that, no way. No way. You understand this? And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to listen to a word I say. You don't have to believe a word I say. You can take this to the bank. The reason, I know my students quite well. I mean, don't forget, when I'm doing the live events, even online, when I'm doing the live events, I see people, like they might take 7, 8 courses with us and with me. I see them all the time. They come back every 3 months, 4 months. How's it going? What's happening? I know what's happening with them. I know the questions I get. You understand this? I know, I see it. I have over 1.5 million students. I have a lot of questions. There's to choose from here. All the questions are similar. And I'm not successful. Here's the first question I ask them. How many businesses and projects are you in right now? Well, I've got my main business. And then, of course, I started a part-time little business. Plus, I'm doing investing with my friend and I. We're renovating a house. And, of course, I'm in network marketing. Okay, you're broke. Don't even ask me. You're broke. I know you're broke. You're broke. You scattered your energy. You're done. It's over. It takes 1,000% of your energy to be successful in one thing. You cannot scatter 1%. You understand that? That's why you're broke. You get it? So you pick one thing, and sometimes you have to try on a few coats in order to stay with that coat. That's so you say, well, which one should I do? Well, first of all, I would choose one, and I'm giving you like inside info here, okay? Because you're my people, you're my inner circle here. I would choose one that has the greatest opportunity for leverage. Like, don't get involved in personal service businesses where you can't get the frick out of it. You got to be able to systemize it so that it works without you. I love products. I love businesses that can work without you, whether it's online or with other people or whatever it is. So right away, I started training my other trainers. I have 9 fantastic trainers out there right now in 29 countries doing the courses. I haven't been on stage in 3 years. I make millions of dollars from them. Okay, I don't even know what they're doing really. We have another promoter. Michelle handles it a bit. She works a couple hours a week, maybe. I don't know. I just see the checks. I mean, I wrote a book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It was published in 2005. It was the #1 New York Times bestseller. Every 6 months, I get a check. I don't even know what the check is. I see the check. Oh, what's this check? Okay. I look at it, and it's from the publisher, Harper. And generally, for 6 months, it's somewhere between, $100,000 and $250,000. What's this for? It's for a book I wrote, 14 years ago? You want that? Yeah, you need to set that up. You understand this? You need to set that up. But don't be getting involved in stuff you're never going to get out of. Yeah, but I love it. Great, love it, but do it in a way that's systemized so you can do it whenever you want. I love my spiritual readings that I do for people. Oh, great, do that. How about a spiritual reading company? We have other people that you've trained to do your spiritual readings, and whenever the frick you want to do one, you do one because you want to, not because you have to. You understand this? That's the biggest advice. Like, choose something you love, an area you'd love to help people with, that you're good at, but one that you can leverage. That makes sense. Hey, other people have leveraged this. I was actually one of the first people in the freaking world to sell a personal success training company. It would say, you can't sell that. Like, okay, I love my friend Tony Robbins. Great, master. I thank for him every day that he put personal development and success training, literally made it popular. Took it to another level. Zig Ziglar and Earl Nightingale, all these guys, and Brian Tracy, they took it to one level. Tony took it another level. Fantastic. He became a movie star. You're going to buy the Tony Robbins company? I don't think so. Tony can't get the frick out of his company because he is the company. He loves it. He makes millions. Great. Me, I like my hot tub. I love my homes. I like doing what I want to do when I want to do it. You understand that? So it's up to you. But it's the way you set it. I never got in this business to be the big star. I was in the business as a business. And a business is not a business if you have to be there. Period. Over and out. It's just a job that you're the boss of.